Hi, this is Mike with TFBTV, and in an earlier video I did a timing comparison between reloading a swing-out cylinder revolver and a gate loader. By popular request in the comments under that video, people were asking, but what about a break open? You're like British or something, and Brits have break opens, so why don't you do a comparison with a break open? So here I am, I'm on the range again at Coup du Tir in Sion, in Canton Valley in Switzerland, and I've got my Smith and Wesson M&P, British configuration, and I've got a Webley and I've got an Enfield, and we're going to run the same exercise and see what's fastest. Now most of you will be aware of a swing out cylinder revolver and how that works. So press the catch, swing it out, push out the empties with the ejector, put in new ones, close it up, carry on, and a break open, bing. You press the catch, break it open, and out they pop. Now, question is one of these faster than the other or not? Previous video, it was a gate loader. It was clear that that was going to be slow as anything. I wasn't quite expecting that I was going to be able to fire 12 rounds out the Smith and Wesson in the time it took me just to reload the gate loader, but there we go. Now, so what I'm going to do is pick one of these. This one. I've just shot this one in another video for my channel. So we're going to take the Webley 38 Mk.IV. We're going to reload it in the ordnance approved fashion, which is that we break it slightly sideways so that the empties go bing and don't fall back in. We keep our thumb against the cylinder and we refill like that from that one there, anti-clockwise. Reason being, if you are disturbed partway through reloading, you can snap it shut and your next trigger pull is going to be a bang whatever. Now the swing out cylinder, there's sort of two common ways of doing this. One of which, if you watch Jerry Michalek doing his speed records or anything, he does a reload like that. So what he does is he presses the catch, pushes the cylinder out with his middle finger, hangs the revolver like that, dumps the empties, turns it back round. In the meantime, with the other hand, he's taken a speed loader. We're not using speed loaders today because it's not really appropriate for revolvers of this era. Dumps the next one in, closes it up, gets back up, and he's back on target. Now, I, for various reasons, tend to do a left-hand reload, which is like that. So I open it out, I swing the cylinder out, I dump the empties like that, I tip the revolver down, new rounds in, and it's a question of what I'm used to. And I used to shoot a lot of IPSC in Europe with a revolver, and in a lot of ranges, particularly outdoor ranges, there were limits. You weren't allowed to point the muzzle over the berm, even if the revolver is open. So that way you don't end up pointing the muzzle skyward, is what I'm used to. So I'm quicker with it because it's a question of practice. All these three revolvers are in the same caliber. It's 38 Smith and Wesson, so super not powerful. No speed loaders because it's inappropriate, and we'll see how it goes. Right, so as before, the target is out at all of 10 meters. Shoot one-handed because as the era, Second World War era, two-handed shooting didn't really become common until much later, 60s or even later in some circumstances. So I've got the shot timer, so let's do 12 shots and see how it goes. Right, 15.07 all in, don't know if you can see that. Review, what interests me is the split from shot 6 to shot 7. 12.74. Are they all on? Next question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One off. It happens. Right, let's patch it out and try the British nonsense then. 1568, so about the same. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1335. Okay, I fumbled it a bit, but this is all very much of a muchness territory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Missed 2 off that time. And I'm shooting fairly fast, and the trigger on a Webley. This is not a Smith and Wesson. I like the grip shape on this, but so I think the answer is, as far as reload speed goes, there's not an awful lot in it, at least on a clean gun. Couple of interesting little things. Now, something that's kind of cool about these. Hold my T and watch this. Let's just do that again. And then you can reload. So what you see there is that they actually have selective ejection. I find this really cool. I don't know why. Your mileage may vary. Okay, so those 2 that I fired, if I open it gently that way, they pop out, leaving the live ones in. Doesn't really work the same way. I'm sure if you're doing it really carefully with a Smith and Wesson, you can probably do that. Let's just try that. I'm all into experimentation. Let's try that. Nah, sort of. Oh no! And there's the problem. That stuffed it up. They've all fallen under the ejector. Doesn't really work. Whether that's actually worth anything in practice, because you have to open it very, very carefully to do that, I don't know. One advantage of this, genuine advantage of this extraction system, is if everything's full of crud, you've got huge leverage to extract the empty cases. Here you've got sort of 1-to-1 gear ratio there of pushing. It's not really quite the same thing. However, which is my favourite revolver? The Smith and Wesson. If I only could have one historic revolver, it would be this one. So there you go. I hope that was at least vaguely interesting. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to TFBTV. Please share our videos. Please consider supporting us on Patreon. Many thanks go out to Ventura Munitions, who are our sponsors, who help to keep the channel going. And many thanks to Coup du Tir in Valais in Switzerland for the use of their awesome range. Bye.